Lunchbox с Владом Spekтором и Гарри Коренбергом. Как школьный ланч. Никогда не знаешь, что внутри. Но всегда прикольно.
Мы вернулись в эфир. Влад Спектор, Гарри Коренберг. Все вместе. Это Lunchbox. Перед тем, как мы продолжим разговаривать с нашим гостем, это кандидат в депутаты Горсовета от 47-го округа Джорджем Сарантополосом. Важная информация вам в уши. Хотите, чтобы ваше зрение стало идеальным? Все просто. Звоните в клинику Деларуза Laser Vision. Процедура LASIK в клинике Деларуза Laser Vision всего за 6 минут безболезненно подарит вам идеальное зрение, и вы будете довольны жизнью. В Беларуса Laser Vision вы получите 20% скидку, беспроцентное финансирование на 2 года и дизайнерские солнцезащитные очки в подарок. Подарите процедуру LASIK себе, и это действительно будет вашим лучшим подарком самому себе. Звоните в клинику Беларуса Laser Vision и записывайтесь на прием. 800-393-2273. 800-393-2273.
Спасибо большое, Vlad. And we would like to continue where we stopped for the guys coming forward and all those ballots. George, if you please.
Yeah, so to continue the story, the Post jumped on the story. Matthew Francetti, I don't know if I'm saying his name right, jumped on this story. They started bringing it out, and then the New York Times got involved a couple days later. The gentleman's name is Jay Root. He's the reporter over there. And they found more people that were dead.
Wow.
Obviously, the Times is going to have a little more resources.
That's like journalist investigation, right?
Yes, a real journalist. Jay Root's a real journalist, and he did real investigation there. He actually, from his report, it sounds like they actually went around and knocked on people's doors, and they found people. Now, there's no way they can confirm it, but they found people that were probably too sick to even vote. Definitely dead people.
Wow.
You know, he knocked on doors, and they found people that have been dead for years. So, just to tell your audience what might have happened, and this is speculation, there's a list called the permanent absentees. Mm-hmm. That is people that are too sick to come out and vote at the polls. So they are put on this list called a permanent absentee. It's a little inside baseball, as they say. And they get an absentee ballot every year. A lot of those absentee ballots don't come back just because people are sick, they're dealing with stuff, they don't have time, they don't even know the election's going on. And it turns out somebody exploited that and probably looked to see what ballots weren't mailed back and started mailing them back.
Wow.
Okay.
Or putting them in at the Board of Elections, which is probably what happened.
Как я правильно понимаю, это было не только New York Times, там были много других разных изданий, включая и New York Post, да, другие. И что после всего этого произошло, какая сейчас происходит стадия? Есть официальное какое-то расследование? Есть ли какие-то люди под подозрением?
What Vlad is asking, if right after everybody's got together, the Post, the New York Times, and is there like a finish line somewhere on that investigation?
Yeah, well, I want to add to the mix a little bit. Our team would download our voter returns every night, and then they would take it off. And Tuesday night we downloaded, Wednesday night we downloaded. You know, maybe 1 or 2 ballots would come in because they were absentee ballots.
Right.
But we found one area here in Coney Island, Warbass, that 22 ballots were added in.
Oh, wow.
And that was like a week later. That was found by our team, by the way.
Как-то объясняют работники, те, кто подсчитывают, откуда они взялись, как откуда 20?
Is there any explanation with all those hands that he's using? Is there any explanation for those?
That's 20 ballots. 22 ballots. So from
and they all went for my opponent.
Yeah,
which is impossible.
That's impossible, absolutely.
So when you put a ballot in, when you drop it off, if it was an absentee or you vote, you scan it in. There was no scan of those votes.
So just like...
They were just stuffed in a box.
Stuffed in a box, because it's got to be scanned, yes.
У нас есть какие-то комментарии от Board of Election?
Do we have any comments from the Board of Elections?
Well, the Board of Elections, obviously we brought it to their attention. They looked at them and they threw them out. Obviously, my opponent went to court,
for the 22 votes.
For the 22 votes, because
wow.
that would have reversed. I was only up by 16.
Oh wow!
And the Board of Elections ruled, no, these are fraudulent. The judge ruled they're fraudulent, and even my opponent had to concede that these are probably fraudulent and there needs to be an investigation. So
На сегодняшний день, да, вот просто чтобы как-то подвести на сегодняшний день, какая-то есть, что сейчас происходит? То есть есть какие-то реальные подозреваемые?
For this particular day, at this juncture of the situation, is there anybody who's being thought of doing that?
No names, of course, no names. That's active investigation.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, I can't comment too much, but there's 2 employees at the Board of Elections who have been suspended, and the Brooklyn DA is investigating them.
Gotcha.
The 22 ballots are no longer with the Board of Elections. Where they're at, I can only speculate, but they're probably with the Brooklyn DA's office.
Друзья, мы скоро вернемся в эфир, продолжим разговаривать с Джорджем Сарантополосом. Сегодня интересный разговор, на самом деле, есть довольно серьезный, что бывает редко. 347-460-0877, номер для СМС-сообщения в прямой эфир. Если у вас